Hello dear students, so let us continue our work on exercise 21C. Okay, so as it is mentioned earlier, we are going to make use of formula these three. Okay, now let us take the first problem for the day, that is question number 3. Okay, so basically here we are going to prove this particular thing to be equal to this particular thing to be equal to 0. Okay, now let us take the left hand side. In the left hand side we have got this. Okay, now if you see here, and here, so we can directly make use of the formula, and we know that cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, sin 90 minus theta is cos theta, sec 90 minus theta is cosec theta, and cosec 90 minus theta is sec theta. Okay, so if we substitute these formula, then we'll get this one. So that means cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, sec 90 minus theta is cosec theta, sin 90 minus theta is cos theta, and cosec 90 minus theta is sec theta. Okay, now here this is sin square theta. This full thing becomes sin square theta, right? Okay, and here it is cosec theta present, and when it goes up it becomes sin theta. So along with these two sin theta, then we'll get sin cube theta. So similarly, when the sec goes up it becomes cos. So along with these two there will be 3 cos, so that's why it will be cos cube theta. Okay, that is cos cube a. So we can write sin a cos a sin cube a. As this went up it became sin cube a and cos a, and minus is there, so minus, so we have cos cube a sin a, right? Okay, now if you see here carefully in this part, if you see here carefully, there are some things common. For example, here sin a and cos a can be taken outside. So if I do that, then if I take out the sin a cos a outside, then what is left from this part? From this part, sin square a is left, right? Sin square a is left, and from this part we have cos square a. Now as I have taken minus common, this minus also becomes plus out here. Okay, and what is the value of this sin square a plus cos square a? So this is equals to 1. So that's why I'll get sin a cos a minus sin a cos a, this one, and this one corresponds to this one, right? So this full thing is again sin a cos a. So sin a cos a minus sin a cos a is equals to 0, which is my right hand side. That's what I wanted to prove. So pause the video to note down. Okay, so we'll move on to next question. So in a triangle ABC we need to show these two things. So again I'm going to do one sum, the other one will be done by yourself. Okay, so let us take the first problem, and since it is given that AB and C forms a triangle, so this is my, suppose if this is my triangle with this to be A, this to be B, and this to be C, then what happens? The sum of these angles will be equals to 180 degree. Okay, so that's what is written out here. So sum of the angles is equals to 180 degree. Okay, now if you see here we are interested with A plus B, right? Okay, so let me take the C out there. So if I take the C out there, I'll get A plus B is equal to 180 minus C, but we are interested with A plus B divided by 2. So that's why if I divide both sides by 2, then I'll get a plus b whole divided by 2 equals to 180 divided by 2 is 90 minus c by 2. Okay, so when it is done, so let us see what happens to the left hand side, that is this part. So we have sine a plus b by 2. So instead of this a plus b by 2, I can make use of this part, and this will be equals to 90 minus c by 2. So we know that sine 90 minus theta is cos theta, right? Where theta is how much? C by 2. So we have sine 90 minus theta is equals to cos theta, that is cos c by 2. So that's what we wanted to prove. So pause the video to note down. Okay, we'll move on to next question. So it is saying that a triangle ABC is a right angle triangle, right angled at B. That means 90 degrees at B. Suppose if this is my right angle triangle, this one, then this is my B, because it is 90 degree at B. Okay, so that means you can call this as A and you can call this as C, right? Okay, now question is asking find the value of this part. So we are going to find the value of this whole thing. Okay, let us see here. Now if this part, this angle B is 90 degree, if this is my 90 degree, then obviously when I add these two, angle A and angle C, then I'll get 90 degree, right? Okay, so that's why we have, since ABC is a right angle triangle, right angled at B, then we must have A plus C equals to 90 degree, right? Okay, now we have seen that A plus C is equals to 90 degree. So we want to evaluate this. Okay, now A and C, when they are added, I'm getting 90 degree. Okay, so that's why instead of this A, I can write 90 minus C, right? Okay, so similarly instead of this A, I can write 90 minus C. So if I do that, I am getting sec 90 minus theta, which is equals to cosec theta. Okay, and we already have cosec, one more cosec out here, and similarly tan 90 minus theta is cot theta. Okay, and similarly cot C is also there. Okay, and we know that the value of sine 90 degree is equals to 1. Okay, now here cosec C into cosec C is cosec square C minus cot C into cot C is cot square C, and we know that cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equals to 1. So that's why my answer is 1. So pause the video to note down. Okay, now we'll go to the next question, and question says, in each case given below, find the value of angle A. So that means we have to find the value of this A and this A. Now again, as usual, I'm going to do only one sum, the other one will be done by yourself. Okay, and it is also mentioned that A should be in between 0 to 90 degree. That means A should be an acute angle. Okay, so let me take the first question. So it is said that sine 90 minus 3a into cosec 42 degree is equals to 1. Now this cosec 42 degree can be written as 1 by sine 42, right? Yes, so if I do that, then I have, okay, one more thing. So this is sine 90 minus theta format. So this can be written as cos theta, right? Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. So I have cos theta, theta is 3a. Okay, and as I said earlier, this cosec 42 degree can be written as 1 by sine 42. Now when I take this over there, then I have cos 3a left in the left hand side, and in the right hand side I have sine 42 degree. Okay, now in left hand side we have cos, in another side we have sine. Okay, so let's try to convert this sign into cos format, into cos, to get the value of a. So if I do that, then obviously I need to write this 90 degree as, sorry, I need to write this 42 degree as 90 minus 48, right? And we know that sine 90 minus theta is cos theta, and here theta is 48, so that's why it will be cos 48. Now here we see that this cos 3a is equals to cos 48. So if I remove this cos and this cos, then I have 3a equals to 48. That means a will be equals to 16 degrees. So this is our answer. So pause the video to note down.